Boom. Playoffs. Um, Thought I'd be saying that we clinched this a lot sooner than possible, but I guess better late than never. But with that 2-0 win against Vancouver, we are in the playoffs finally. Even though we probably should have been clinched a month or two, well, not a month or two, a month at least, maybe not two, but we had a month to probably clinch it, and it was a good end to the regular season, a 2-0 win, a really good overall team effort, a good goal from Franco to start everything out. Jonathan Gonzalez later on gets subbed on and scores not his debut goal, but his first goal for the club. I personally was scratching my head when he did get subbed on. I thought we were going to swing Lod out to right mid, but we ended up switching formations and keeping Lod in the midfield, just adding another midfielder when Mender Garcia came off. Wasn't fond of the. I thought that we had given Vancouver a lot more opportunities with the ball and attacking, but I mean, we congested the midfield a bit more. Jonathan Gonzalez played well, proved me wrong. I would have liked maybe Benitez to come on a little bit sooner, or a different winger, and kept the same formation until Lod had to maybe come off, then switch things up. But that's nitpicking, and I don't know what I'm talking about. I just thought that would have been a better style, because with our starting formation, we really didn't give up too much. But then when we switched, I thought Vancouver had, like I said, had a lot more of the ball, created a lot more chances than they were before that. But it was a good move. Jonathan Gonzalez scores. We bring in another midfielder later when Lod has to come off. Rosales come on and had the assist, or I don't know if it's going to go down as an assist on the team sheet, but he puts the ball in, gets deflected to Jonathan Gonzalez. He puts it in, a pretty weird deflection, but Rosales was the one who put the cross in, and it had to get to someone. And yeah, those were the two goals we scored. We played pretty darn well as a team. Dane had some light out saves, a couple that early on when it was 0-0 that kept us in the game for sure. But it was good that Lod got 70, 75 minutes or whatever and came off and looked fine. But I don't think he could have gone a whole 90. Excuse me. But I don't think he could have gone a whole 90. He didn't look like he was. He played great. He played fine, but it just didn't seem like he was fully up to match fitness, which we knew. And the fourth consecutive time in the playoffs, we'll be going to FC Dallas. No time set or anything, but we will be playing FC Dallas away. I think I would have liked. Excuse me. Ugh. I would have liked to. I think I would have liked to play them out of most of the teams. I would have wanted to play them or LA Galaxy. I think those were the two realistic opportunities away. I thought I didn't want to go back to Nashville, even though I think we can beat Nashville. I didn't want to have to go there and win again. I think it's tough to go to a place two times and win on the road. So I think recently we had just been there in August. So I thought it would be tough to go back. I just thought it would be tough. So those were just the two I thought. Like I said in our Portland match review, that Portland won't make the playoffs. Yeah, eat that, Blanco, you little shit. Excuse my language. I just don't like the lad or Portland after some of their fans were pretty interesting, we'd say, last year in the playoffs. But no one has to go experience that there because they'll be watching the playoffs from home, and we won't be. So that's just awesome. Seattle doesn't make the playoffs today, even though that was already written, but that was the first time they'd missed the playoffs ever, I believe. So it was crazy decision day. For a second there, we were going to have a home playoff game, but it would have been a miracle to finish fourth today. So finishing sixth is fine. And yeah, I thought defensively we were pretty good. I thought Boxall had a lights out game. I thought Coleman was pretty good. Or good. Yeah, our back line I thought was pretty well organized. We didn't give away too many opportunities. There was one, I believe it was offsides anyway. The nowadays with the side judges leaving their flag down until the play is finished, just in case it was on. But I believe that they had when they had hit the crossbar. Someone was offsides, I believe. So even though it didn't go in, that was probably their biggest chance. I think they had another one, and then they had a couple insane St. Clair saves. But I'm kind of just rambling at this point. It was just overall like a really, really good team performance, well organized defensively, offensively, not too much flair going forward. But Reynoso was dribbling past guys left and right with the Argentinian flair that he has. And I don't think it was his best game necessarily. There was a little bit of sloppiness, but it got the job done, got the assist for the Franco Frangipane goal, which Franco Frangipane had a brilliant finish. If you think about last week, I believe, maybe, I can't remember if it was last week or the game before, Franco was about through, not through, but he had a good opportunity to shoot and he ended up passing it. I think this time he had the same exact area and decided I'm going to shoot and I'm not passing, and he slotted in the bottom left corner. A great finish. I'll just get into the player ratings and kind of wrap it up. There isn't really much to say. It was just an overall good fan appreciation day. The club was extremely nice to everyone today, which they always are, but it just felt like a different vibe at the stadium today. Everyone was really, with the fan appreciation day, everyone was really happy. Just a lot of smiles all around, especially when the goal game came in. So, yeah, I'm going to just go into my player ratings and we'll wrap it up for the weekend. Have any questions, concerns? Keep an eye out for potential away travel for the FC Dallas game. Going to need a big away support for the boys. But we'll go with Dane St. Clair as our man of the match, a 10 out of 10 for me. Franco Frangipane, a 9 out of 10. Excellent game from Franco. Kawhi Lawrence, a 7 out of 10. Brett Coleman, a 7 out of 10. Michael Boxall, 7 out of 10. And DJ Taylor, a 7 out of 10. Yeah, backline 7. I think it was solid. Maybe I could give Coleman an 8. I thought Coleman was pretty good today as well as Boxall. Maybe I could give the center backs an 8. But in Kamar, but I think DJ had a couple offensive blunders, bad crosses, but he also, for every bad cross, he had a good cross and a good shot. There was one that was 2 feet from going in the top left corner from DJ. So he had a good game. Will Trapp, I'm going to give a 7. Robin Lod, I'm going to give an 8. Mender Garcia, I'm going to give a 5. Emmanuel Reynoso, I'm going to give an 8 or a 7, somewhere in there. I'm probably a 7.5. And Luis Amarella, I'm going to give a 6.5, 7. Wasn't his best game. I think there was a lot of good things, and then for every good thing, there was another bad thing. Or two, because he has some good hold-up play. Luis really did. It was just a couple of the passing mistakes. Yeah, but he was fine. He really was. Jonathan Gonzalez, I'm gonna give a 8 out of 10 for me. Really changed the game. Played really well. Played really well. Got his goal. Joseph Rosales, half assist or something or so. I'm going to give him also. I'm going to give Jonathan Gonzalez a 9 and Joseph Rosales an 8. I think they were both really good subs today. Joseph impacting the game like he usually does, and Jonathan coming in and scoring a goal and impacting the game. Alan Benitez. Oh my God, yawn. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a long day. But Alan Benitez, I'll give him a 7 or a 7 or a 6. Yes, I'll give him a 6. I thought he didn't have too much time to impact the game, but just enough to get a score. There are a couple missed passes, a couple bad decisions, but didn't quite impact the game to get a higher score. And like I said, boom, 2-0, and that's it. Those are my player ratings for everything for the game today. Huge sigh of relief from us, the fans, the players, the coaching staff, I'm sure, since we're in. And now every game before that does not matter. They matter, but points-wise, boom, everyone's clean slate. We go play FC Dallas. If we play FC Dallas, potentially could have a home game if the results goes our way, if our RSL wins. So yeah, there's a lot that could happen, and we could have a home playoff game if we win, but I wouldn't cross your fingers being the 6th seed or whatever. But we got to go away first. That's the thing that matters. I'm just trying to set up scenarios for you. But Saturday, Sunday, or Monday next week we'll be in Dallas, ready for Paul Areola and I don't even know what their mascot is, FC Dallas Toros or whatever. They got I think it's a cow or something, or some sort of bull. I just don't know off the top of my head, but I quite fancy us potentially for an upset. We do have to kind of keep our eye on Jesus Ferreira, who's been scoring in the MLS quite frequently this year. But we kind of just, if Ray can play like we know he can, and everything else clicks, it could be our day. But at the same time, FC Dallas is a really good team, and they came into our place and kicked our ass when we needed them to, when we needed a win. So they could easily just fold us over just like that. But we just got to take it at that last playoff game and get ready for next week, because like I said, nothing else really matters. So yeah, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, shoot them in the chat or whatever, and keep an eye out for Loon's travel for FC Dallas on Twitter, social medias, not mine or the MNUFC Fan TV, but Loon's away travel has all the away travel information for any Loon's game. So check that out on Twitter, and as well as I'm sure on the website for MNUFC. They'll keep everyone updated on other stuff. So a good team win, 2-0. Dane, lights out. Franco played excellent. Jonathan Gonzalez and Rosales off the bench making huge impacts. Overall, a great decision day. Robin Lod got 70 minutes or so looking fit. Can't reiterate how important that is, because we look so much better with him in the midfield. Sorry, just so excited. I was rambling a lot in this video. But thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully hopefully for an FC Dallas loss, Minnesota Loons win. But as always, come on, you Loons, and let's go get them in the playoffs, baby.